Well, Kevyn is here because Robert Aaron Long, he is the shooting suspect in that spa shooting that happened about 5 years ago across the Metro Atlanta airport. He was back in court today for an evidentiary type hearing. Prosecutors wanted some evidence admitted. Defense attorneys had some arguments about that. Kevyn, tell us about what happened and what the issue here was for Robert Aaron Long.
Yeah, there's several things that the defense was trying to get tossed out, and this is really interesting. Sometimes we don't follow all the minutia, but sometimes when you get in the details, it really gives you a good picture of what the strategy is. One thing that happened today was that we kind of get a better sense of, because you may remember the first attempt to go to trial was actually pled up in Cherokee County.
Yeah.
This case is going in Fulton County, which could end up being a death penalty case. It's worth noting that Long actually is serving a life prison sentence for his crimes, 4 homicides up in Cherokee County. The 4 homicides that took place in Fulton County, the DA, Fonnie Willow, says she wants to push forward with a death penalty. Now, giving you some background on how they found Long, apparently we learned today that what happened is that he had given his parents his location on an app. And so the family called law enforcement and said, hey, we know where to find Robert. And they shared that with police, and that's how they found him, through an app. And so the defense wants that evidence suppressed. And they went back and forth for about a good 15 minutes in court today. And in the end, the judge said, no, we're going to admit that into court. And it kind of gives you an idea where sometimes you might think, is that significant?
Yeah.
But every little bit counts, especially if this is a death penalty case. I mean, that's what the defense attorney's job is basically. He's trying to save his client's life.
So this was a spectacular case that unfolded back in 2001. As we know, Robert Aaron Long went on a shooting spree at several different massage spas across our area, one of them on Piedmont Road, right in our own neck of the woods here. He initially said that he had a sex addiction, and this was part of the reason why he kind of turned himself loose on these spas. There was a great movement in the wake of that, this anti-Asian hate movement, where a lot of people thought that he targeted Asian workers here in our area. As you said, he was already convicted, sentenced to life in prison. But the real focus now is on this Fulton County component of the case, because the crime spree spanned a couple of counties.
Yeah, that was an unforgettable night. A lot of people were concerned, and that during that time frame, the racial reckoning that was all that was going on, and you talked about the Stop Asian Hate, and we had a lot of people. This was a national story where people were coming to take a look at, and so the real interesting thing here is, what is that going to? How's this all going to take shape in the next phase here? Because one of the reasons why the DA wanted to take a look at this as a death penalty case was also because of the discrimination, aspect of that. That's something that we were really interested in hearing today, how much that came up, but I did not hear that today so far. But, obviously there's a lot more to go before this trial ever hits.
You were listening to a lot of the court back and forth. So much information in that hearing today. It was hard to kind of keep up with as to the sparring between the prosecution and the defense. Any idea how this sort of plays itself out in the next couple of days? Obviously, he appeared in court today, or when the judge is going to make any kind of decision on what's next?
There were some rulings today against suppressing the evidence that the defense wanted. I think it's also interesting. It's like, it's every few months we've seen these. I believe the last hearing, the defense actually tried to keep the media out of pretrial hearings like this one, and that one failed. So it'll be interesting to see. They're going to be coming back to court tomorrow at 10 a.m. So there's going to be more motions on the table to debate between the defense and the prosecution before the judge, and we'll see what happens there. But this ended at about 1:30 this afternoon.
All right, it's a story that a lot of people are paying attention to. Kevyn Stewart with the latest information for us here. Kevyn, thanks.